Number 14. In the diagram, the points A, B, C, D, and E lie on the circumference circle with center O, E, B, and AC meet at F. T is tangent to the circle at A. Then CDE is 128 and angle BFC is 65 degrees. Calculate TAE. This is TAE. Then AEB. This is AEB. So the first step here is to appreciate the principle. A tangent meets the diameter at 90 degrees. So these lines are perpendicular. So this is 90 degrees. So the other thing to consider when doing circle geometry is to look for cyclic quad. Here you can see that we have two cyclic quads. This one, BCDE and ACDE. So we are going to use ACDE to find the value of angle CAE. You can see that these are opposite angles of a cyclic quad. So these are opposite angles of a cyclic quad. So they are supplemental, or they add up to 180. So to find this angle, we subtract from 180. So it's 180 minus 128. So this is 52. And we know that a tangent meets the radius or the diameter at 90 degrees, or they are perpendicular. So to find the angle TAE, we subtract from 90 degrees. So it's 90 degrees. So it's 90 degrees minus 52 degrees. So this will be 30 degrees. This will be our value for T angle AE. Then angle AEB. AEB. Since here we have lines that are crossing each other here, opposite angles are equal. Since this is a straight line, 180 minus 65, this will give us 115. Then this is also EB is a straight line again. So subtracting from 180, we get 65 here. So this is 65. So these are opposite equal angles. This is 65. Then we can use the concept of a triangle. Triangle measures up to 180 to find this third angle which is required, which is AEB. So 180 minus 52 minus 65, this will be 63 degrees. So this will be the answer for part B. Then on number 15, in the diagram, QRS is a straight line. This is QRS, and PRQ is a triangle such that P angle QI is equal to 90 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle. Then PQ is equal to 12, PQ is equal to 12, then QR is equal to 5 centimeters. Calculate PR. Since this is a right angled triangle, we use either the Pythagoras theorem or the trig ratio. So here, since we are given the opposite and the adjacent, and PR as the hypotenuse, we can use the Pythagoras theorem. So PR squared is equal to 5 squared plus 12 squared, then 25 plus 144, which is 169. So this PR squared. To find the value of PR, we put a square root on both sides. So PR is equal to 13. So here PR here is 13. In part B, expressing the answer as a common fraction, write down the value of tan Q angle PR, P, this Q angle PR. So this Q angle PR. So we use the SOHCAHTOA or the Joshua Tower. So this sine is equal to opposite of hypotenuse, cos is equal to adjacent of hypotenuse, tan is equal to opposite of adjacent. So since the answer requires the tangent, so we are going to use this. So it's opposite of adjacent. So my opposite here, opposite to this angle is 5, then adjacent to this angle is 12. So this is 5 over 12. So this was easy. Then cos P angle R is, you can see that this is an external angle, this is an exterior angle. So the rule of cos, the exterior angle is equal to, the cos of the exterior angle is equal to negative of the cos of the interior angle. Therefore, the interior angle here is P angle RQ. Therefore, the cos here, cos is adjacent of hypotenuse, so adjacent was 5, then hypotenuse was 13. Therefore, cos P angle R is equals to minus cos P angle RQ. Therefore, cos PQR, PRQ, is 5 over 13. So here, cos P angle RS is negative of that. So this is minus 5 over 13. Then on number 16, these are traffic graphs. The graph shows the motion of a car which decelerates uniformly from a speed of 25 meters per second until it comes to rest in 10 seconds. Calculate the deceleration of the car during the 10 seconds. So deceleration is gradient, so a change in speed over a change in time. So speed decreased from 25 to 0, then time from 0 to 10, so it's 25. Deceleration is 25. We do not put a negative here when we are saying deceleration. So it's 25 over 10. This is 2.5 meters per second squared. Don't forget to put a second squared. So this was the deceleration. Then part B, the total distance traveled in 10 seconds. So in traffic graph, the total distance is the area under the curve. So the shape here is a triangle. So we use half base times height. So this is my base, this is my height. So half base times height, it will give me 125 meters. Then on number 17, given that u varies jointly as x and s the square of y, express u in terms of x, y, and a constant k. So joint variation, it means we are multiplying. So here we are multiplying x and the square of y. So u varies jointly as x and the square of y. Then we put an equal sign and a constant to remove the variation sign here. So we have expressed u in terms of x, y, and the constant k. Then find k if u is equal to 14 when x is equal to 1 and y is equal to 2. So we are substituting to find the value of k. So u was 14, k is a constant, then x was 1, then y is 2. So here it's supposed to be 2 squared here. So this will be 14 is equal to 4k divided by 4. Both sides, 14 divided by 4 is 3.5. So this will be the value of k. Our relationship is now u is equals to 3.5 xy squared. So this will be the new relationship. Then part C, find the value of u when x is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3. So we are substituting x is equal to 6, y is equal to 3. Then our k is 3.5. Therefore this will be 21 times 9. Then 21 times 9, this will be 189. So the value for u here is 189. Number 18, the equation of a straight line is given as 3y minus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. Find the gradient of the line. So the gradient is the m part in the expression y is equal to mx plus c. M will be the gradient, so let's express this equation. Let's express this equation in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Therefore, I'll take my 2x and my 6 to this side and divide by 3 each and every term. So this will give me y is equal to 2 over 3x plus 2. So 2 will be my y-intercept, then 2 over 3 will be my gradient. Therefore, this means for part A, the gradient is 2 over 3. Then for part B, the coordinates of the point where the line crosses the y-axis. So this will be the y-intercept where x is equal to 0. So the coordinates here will be 0, 2. So we take this to be a y coordinate, then the x coordinate will be 0. Then for part C, the equation in the form ax plus by is equal to c of a straight line parallel to the line 3y minus 2x minus 6 equals to 0 and passing through minus 5 and 2. So parallel lines have equal gradients. So here we will use the gradient. The value of the gradient is 2 over 3. Then we take these coordinates and insert in the gradient formula. So the gradient formula here will be increase in y of increase in x. So it's y minus 2. This is 2 here. Then x minus minus 5. This is minus 5. So this becomes x plus 5 is equal to 2 over 3, which is the gradient. We are saying this line, which is parallel to this, have equal gradient. So this is the gradient. Then we express it in the form y is equal to ax plus by is equal to c. Therefore, let's multiply each side by x plus 5. This will cancel our denominator here. Then it's y minus 2 is equal to 2 over 3 bracket x plus 5. Then we multiply the bracket by 2 over 3. This will give us y minus 2 is equal to 2 over 3x plus 10 over 3. Then here we express y minus 2x, 2 over 3x here, which was on the right side, comes to the left. Then minus 2 comes to the right and becomes a positive. So this will be now 16 over 3. This expression y minus 2 over 3x is equal to 16 over 3. So you can express this as y minus 2 over 3x is equal to 5 and a third, or according to this we need the coefficient of x here and the coefficient of y here is equal to c. So we can multiply all the sides by 3, each and every term by 3, to remove the denominator. So this becomes 3y minus 2x is equal to 16, or you can rewrite it as minus 2x plus 3y is equal to 16, where your a is equal to minus 2 and your b is plus 3 and your c is 16. Then on number 19, given that the log p is equal to 2,4 and the log q is equal to 0,4, evaluate log 1 over p. So if we have a log where the values are dividing, we subtract the logs, so it's log 1 minus log p. So log 1 is known to be 0, no basis, minus p, then p, my log p is 2,4, so it's 0 minus 2,4, which is minus 2,4. Then on part b, log p squared over log q, so the third law of logs, this index must come here, so it becomes 2 log p over log q. So this 2 is going to multiply the value of log p, then we divide by the value of log q. So it's 2 times 2,4 divided by 0,4, so this is 4,8 divided by 0,4, then multiply by 10, multiply by 10 here, this becomes 48 over 4, 48 divided by 4, this is 12. So this was the final answer for part B. Then on number 20, a salesman receives a basic salary of $200 a month. In addition, he is paid a commission of 5% when he sales. Calculate the gross salary in a month during which his sales amounted to $4,000. Therefore, here the gross salary will be the basic salary, which is 200 plus 5% of 4,000. So let's express this. Basic salary plus commission is equals to 200 plus 5% of 4,000. So 5% of 4,000, this will give us $200. 5 times 40 is 200. therefore 200 plus 200 is equals to $400. So this will be the gross salary. For part B, the size of an equilateral triangle is 6 centimeters to the nearest centimeter. Calculate the least possible perimeter of the angle. So these are limits of accuracy. So we find the lower limit, since this to the nearest centimeter is to the nearest whole number. So the minimum value, which we can round up to 6 to the nearest centimeter or to the nearest whole number, is 5,5, and the maximum 6,4. So here we want the least possible perimeter. So we'll use the lower limit. So this is our equilateral triangle. So this will be 5,5 plus 5,5 plus 5,5. So this is 11 plus 5,5 is 16,5. This is the least perimeter. Then for number 21, it is given that vector OA is equal to 3p minus 2q and OB is equal to p plus 7q. Find the vector AB in terms of p and q. So we draw a diagram to represent the vector. So OA is 3p minus 2q, here is p plus 7q. So AB want to come from A to B. So we first go back to O, then go to B. So these are negative since we are going against the arrow, then this is positive since we are going where the arrow is going. So it's minus OA plus OB. We put this negative because we are going against the arrow. So this negative will affect all the signs in the bracket. So this becomes minus 3p plus 2q plus q plus 7q. Then we group the like terms, minus p plus minus 3p plus p. This is minus 2p, then 2q plus 7q, this is 9q. So this is our final answer, or you can express it as minus 2p plus 9q. So these are vectors. So on part B, given also that vector AB is equal to 2p plus a minus nq, find the value of m and n. So since these are the same, we'll just equate the coefficients of vector p and q. So for vector p, the coefficient here was 2m and here it was minus 2. For vector q, the coefficient is m minus n and here it's 9. So m minus n is equal to 9, 2m is equal to minus 2. So here you can see that 2m is equal to minus 2, then we divide by minus 2. Both sides, we divide by 2 both sides, then minus 2 divided by 2 is equal to minus 1. So my value of m is equal to minus 1. Then m minus 9, m minus n is equal to 9. Since we now know the value of m, we put a negative 1 here. Minus 1 minus n is equal to 9. Then n comes to the right side to be positive, then 9 comes here. This will become negative. Minus 1 minus 9 is minus 10. So the value of m and n, it's m is equal to 1, n is equal to minus 10. So that's how we find the values of m and n by forming simultaneous equations. Then on number 22, in the diagram, PQR is a triangle in which R angle PQ is equal to 30 degrees, P angle RQ is equal to 75 degrees. So this 75 is 30 and RQ is 8. Using as much of the information given as is necessary, calculate PQ. So PQ is a side, so we can use the sine rule since we are given 2 angles and one side. So 8 is opposite to sine of 30, then PQ is opposite to sine of 75. So let's express it. The sine rule says that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Therefore, let's take PQ to be our A, then sine 70 75 to the power sine A, then B will be 8, then sine B will be sine 30. Therefore, let's make B the subject of the formula by multiplying by sine 75 both sides. So this will cancel the denominator. Here it will become 8 sine 75 over sine 30. So sine 75 is given here 0.97, sine 30 is given here 0.5. Let's substitute and simplify. So 0.5 into 8, 16. So this will be 16 times 0.97. So if we multiply this, we get 15.52. So this will be our final answer. So our PQ will be 15.52. Then on part B, we are required to find the area of triangle PQR. So we use the sine law again, halfway B sine theta. So this will be our A, this will our B. Sine theta will be the value here between the sines, the given sides. So the sine of this angle will be the sine theta. So 180 minus 30 minus 75, we get 75 here. So we are going to use sine 75 as sine theta here. So it's a half times 8 times 15.52 times sine 75. Then half of 8 is 4. Let's cancel here and put 4. Sine 75 here is 0.97. So let's substitute. Then simplify. 4 times 15.52 is 62.08. 10 times 0.9. Then if we multiply this, we get 60.22 square centimeters. So this will be the area of the triangle PQR. Then on number 23, this was statistics. The masses of 20 patients at a hospital are shown in the table. Mass in kg, the number of patients. So the total frequency is 20, and you can see that if you add 7 plus 8 plus 5, this will give us 20. So we are going to calculate an estimate of the mean mass of the patients. So we find the average of the class here. So the average is 60 plus 70 divided by 2, then you multiply by 7, 70 plus 80 divided by 2, you multiply by 8, 80 plus 100 divided by 2, you multiply by 5 here. And then if we add this, we then divide by the total frequency. Let's do this. So this is the class average times the frequency, class average times the frequency. So this will give us 455 plus here 600, here 90 times 5 is 450. Then if we add, this is 1505, then we divide by the total frequency to find the mean. So it's 1505 divided by 20, so this will give me 75.25. So this will be the estimate mean of the patients. Then part B, 2 patients are chosen at random from the 20 patients. Find the probability that both if mass is greater than 80. How many people have mass greater than 80? So these are 5. This is less or equal to 80. So this is greater than 80 kg. So these are 5. So the probability of picking one person with who has a mass greater than 80 kgs is 5 over 20, which is 1 over 4. Since there are 2 patients and this phrase both, this means we are going to multiply the probabilities of 2 patients, which is 1/4 times 1/4. So for 2, we multiply 1/4 times 1/4, so my final answer will be 1 over 16. Number 24, the matrix 3003 represents a transformation X. Find the coordinates of the image of the point -1, 4 under X. So first you put the transformation matrix and multiply by the coordinates in column form like this. So 3 times -1, it's minus 3 plus 0, so it's minus 3. Then 0 times minus 1 is 0. 3 times 4 is 12, so it's minus 3 and 12. So this will be the coordinate of the image. Then on part 2, describe fully the single transformation X. So the transformation here, the question is emphasizing on single transformation. So this enlargement, we could have said this is stretch, two-way stretch, but since this is a single transformation, so this is an enlargement. You can see that we can factor out a scale of 3 here. So this is an enlargement, factor 3, then the origin as the center. That's how we describe a single transformation X. Then number 25, given that X and Y are integers such that minus 4 less X less or equal to X less or equal to 1, then 4 less or equal to Y less or equal to 8. Find the greatest value of 2Y over 3X. So here, to find the greatest value, we must find the greatest value of 2Y and the least value of 3X. So the greatest value of 2Y is to multiply 2 and the greatest value of Y, which is 8. So it's 2 times 8 here. Then the minimum value we can get by multiplying 3 and X is 3 times 1. So here find the greatest, here find the least. So 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 1 is 3. So our answer will be 5 and a third. So this will be the greatest value of this quotient. Then on part B, find the inequality x minus 2 less or equal to 4x plus 1 less 2x plus 4. So this can be decomposed into simultaneous inequality given the answer form a less or equal to x less b, where a and b are constants. So let's decompose it to two inequalities and solve them as simultaneous inequalities. You can see that x minus 2 less or equal to 4x plus 1. We break our inequality here. Then we also break it here when we want to take the second, so that we can start from 4x plus 1 less 2x plus 4. Then let's solve the first one. So here I will take my x to the right here, so it will become negative. Then I will take my 1 to the left here, it will become negative. So minus 2 minus 1 less or equal to 4x minus x. So this becomes minus 3, and this is 3x divided by 3 both sides. So x will be greater or equal to minus 1. Then on the second, here we take 2x to the right, then 1 to the left. We take 2x to the left, then 1 to the right. So they all become negative. They both become negative. So 4x minus 2x less 4 minus 1. This 4, this comes to be minus 1. This 4x, this comes to be minus 2. Then 4x minus 2x is 2x. 4 minus 1 is 3. Then we divide by 2 both sides. So this will be 3 over 2 or 1 and a half. So to write our answer in this form, we unite these values. Minus 1 less or equal to x less 1 and a half. So this will be our final answer. Our A will be minus 1, our B will be 1 and a half. Number 26. These are sets. A Venn diagram shows the universal set with its subset A and B. The number of elements in each region are expressed in terms of x as shown right. An expression in terms of x for number of elements A union B. So A union B, so we add everything in this case. So it's x squared plus 12 minus x plus 16 plus x. Then we express x squared here, then 12 plus 16, this will be 28 minus x plus x. this will be 0. So x squared plus 28 is the expression. Then on part B, given that the number of elements in the universal set is equal to 40, form an equation in x and show that it reduces to x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So we are going to add everything here, including 4x. So here we found x squared plus 28, so we are just going to add 4x, then it's equal to 40. So we rearrange, then we take 40 from the right to the left. So this becomes x squared plus 4x plus 28, this 28. Our 40 becomes a negative, so 28 minus 40 is equal to 0. 28 minus 40 here is 12, it's minus 12, negative 12 is equal to 0. So you can see that this is the equation we are required to show. So this is shown, x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Then on part C, solve the equation x squared plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. Let's factorize this. So minus 12, the two values that can give us the middle term here is plus 6 minus 2. So plus 6x minus 2x, it will give us positive 4x is equal to 0. And then we solve the quadratic equation. X is equal to minus 6 and x is equal to 2. So this will be the values. Part 2, hence find the number of elements in A complement intersection B. So A complement, what is outside B? A complement, what is outside the set A but inside B. So here we are going to take the positive value here. So 16 plus x is equals to 16 plus 2, which is equals to 18. So the value here will be 16 plus 2 is equals to 18. And if we are to find the second possible value, we put a minus 6 here, so this becomes 10. But here it makes sense to just pick the positive one. So it's 18. Then on number 27, which is the last number, the diagram represents a plan of a floor of a room. All dimensions are in meters and all marked angles are right angle. So find the perimeter of the floor. So you must know that this is 7 centimeters. Therefore, if this is 3, this is 3, this is 2, this is 2 to make 7. And this one is 1, this one is 1. Therefore, we are going to add everything here. This is 6, this is 6, this is 2, this is 2, this is 1, this is 1, this is 3, and this is 7. We add that, this will give us 28. Area of the floor, we are going to divide our shape into 3 shapes. So this is shape 1. So this will be, since this is 1, this will be 5, this will be 7, this will be 1, this will be 2. Therefore, let's find the area of the first shape. 7 times 5 is equal to 35 of the second shape. 2 times 1 is equal to 2 of the third shape. 2 times 1 is equal to 2. Then we add. This will give us 39 square meters. Then on part C, the number of tiles to be fitted on the floor if the area of each tile is 625 square centimeters. So in this case, we must first convert 39 square meters into square centimeters. So 1 square meter here will be equal to 10,000, since 100 centimeters times 100 centimeters is equal to 10,000. Therefore, here, if 1 square meter is equal to 10,000 square centimeters, we are going to multiply by 39. This will give us 390,000 square centimeters divided by 625. This is an area per tile, so we are going to divide this into 390,000. So we can start by dividing by 25. So dividing by 25, this will give us 25, and this will give us 15,600. 25 into 39 is 1, remainder 14. 25 into 140, this will be 5, remainder 15 into 150, this will be 6. Then we have these two zeros, so this is 15,600 divided by 25. Then 25 into 25 is 1, then 25 into 156 is 6, remainder 6. 25 into 6 is 2, remainder 10, then into 100 is 4. So here there will be 624 tiles. So this marks the end of our past paper revision video.